Hello children, how are you? Today we will do Daffodils written by William Wordsworth. William Wordsworth is a romantic poet, and he is known mostly for his lyrical work. The original title of the poem Daffodil was I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud, which is the first line of the poem. It is somewhat misleading as it is suggesting that there is something about the poet's loneliness in the poem, but actually this is not what happens in his actual life. But the poem is all about the beauty of the flowers daffodil, which is signified in the poem. And so later, the title was changed. I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud. From this it was changed to Daffodil, because the whole poem signifies the beauty of the flowers daffodil. Now, what is the theme of the poem? As for the theme, the poem is all about the beauty of nature. Wordsworth is often termed as a nature lover. So, and since he was involved in the romantic movement, and that he has started along with Samuel Taylor, so maximum of his poems are related to romanticism. So let's start with the poem. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. So the poet was traveling aimlessly, just like a cloud, over the hills and valleys, over the mountains, basically in the Lake District of England. At that time, suddenly he comes across a host of daffodils, a large number of daffodils. Daffodils are generally very big, large, yellow color flowers, which he saw beside the lake under a tree. The flowers were fluttering and dancing in the breeze. So the poet over here directly compares himself to a cloud, as he was wandering aimlessly, and just like the clouds. This is an example of simile, and he also uses the expression like cloud, crowd and host to mean that he saw a large area covered with a whole lot of daffodils. He even used personification when he says that the flowers were fluttering like birds or butterflies and dancing like human beings. There is also an indication that there is a breezy day, so we get an overall idea that the landscape was beautiful. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, they stretched in never-ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their head in springly dance. So here is another simile. The flowers are compared to the stars. They stretch in a continuous line, just like the stars in the galaxy or the Milky Ways. Moreover, the daffodils are shining. They are golden yellow in color and twinkling, since they are fluttering in the breeze as stars. This comparison with the stars have a greater implication, that the flowers are just like the heavenly stars. The flowers are visible as far as the poet could see along the shoreline of a bay. That is why he uses the phrase never-ending line. Here, continuous and never-ending may also suggest that the poet has the everlasting effect of the daffodils on his life also. Wordsworth exaggerates over here the number of daffodils. He has seen at a glance a number of daffodils, but he says 10,000 I saw at a glance. So this is another hyperbole, and which hyperbole is a type of figure of speech in which exaggeration is seen or shown by the poet. The poet also says that the daffodils are tossing their head as if they are dancing in the happiness. Actually, the poet was amazed at the beauty of the flowers. So he finds everything around him very joyful, very joyous. He feels very happy to see the beauty of the flowers. So he again uses personification over him. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not but be gay in such a jocund company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. So the waves in the bay were dancing and looking gleeful at the atmosphere, but the flowers surpass the beauty of everything else around him. So having such cheerful companion like the daffodils around him, another beautiful landscape around him, he feels so joyful. He was enjoying the beauty that he asked himself the question. He don't know what he has gained today by seeing this daffodils, and maybe this will forever last in his memory. For often, when on my couch I lie in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon the inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude, and then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils. So, by starting the stanza with for, the poet continues for reasoning for saying that the flowers had brought him wealth, and he clarifies why the sight of the flowers was so important to him, because whenever he is in a very pensive, that is he's in a very bad mood, suddenly his imagination goes back, and he remembers or he memorizes the sight of the daffodils, and at once he regenerates at the very imagination that he has seen. So he calls this as a bliss of solitude, a blessing of staying alone. And whenever he sees the flower, even in his imagination, his heart feels with pleasure and his mind dances with the dancing daffodils. This shows that the poet's intense feelings. The poet has been able to depict the landscape and express his mind so vividly in so simple language and form that very really draws one's attention, and that is why this poem has been one of the most readable and also mentioned subjective poems in the history of English literature. Thank you.